I just got back from hunting figures. Shopping bags, pretty fine, bitches. Filters call, gotta pick up figures. Look at me, I'm a geek, tripping. Future waves, I will be copping. Come check me, you know I got it. Figure arts, Marvel Legends, dudes doing them reviews, fella. What's going on? It's your boy that was due, and you know I got it, so subscribe. What's going on? It's your boy that was doing. Today we're doing another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at DC Collectibles, DC comic icon, Batman figure. Big shout out to Silver Age Comics and Astoria, Queens for having this figure in stock when I couldn't find it anywhere else close by me. Big shout out to my wife for picking it up. Just so you guys don't know, I recently hurt my other knee, my good knee, and I've been in a rut, man, just kind of depressed and all that, because things were starting to pick up for us, and then back to reality, you know? But anyway, thank you so much to my wife, Christina. Made me feel good. I'm happy. And man, I gotta say, I'm excited for this line, man. Oh my God, this figure is so sick. I feel like it's safe to say Marvel Legends finally has some competition. Now, with that said, I understand these are not true 6-inch figures like Marvel Legends. These are a bit smaller. I kind of thought that they would fall in line with the imports, but that is not the case. The SH Figure Arts are actually bigger than this line. I haven't compared them to anything Figma-wise, but I'm pretty sure Figma is about the same height as this. But I won't know until I go into my bin, because the only Figma figure I really have to compare him to is Snake, which is a perfect counterpart. Well, anyway, yes, I understand what I'm saying. Generally, we have imports that we compare to Marvel Legends and stuff like that, but that's unfair. We get a lot more in imports as we see the price point. We get accessories, we get materials, a well-made figure, you know. These are just primarily just plastic with plastic pins. But don't count them out. There is some things out there that are worth getting, and this is definitely one. As far as I can tell, DC, UC, and this line, big difference. Detail is about similar, but I'll give some of the paint work over to the early DC stuff. The later stuff, I feel they got lazy. As far as I can tell, it will, most of the figures in this line will use the same body mold for the rest of this line, just like they did with DCUC, using the same mold for every figure. There could be a change, there's no telling. I won't know until other releases, but from what I can tell, out of this wave, Deadman and Mr. Impossible are pretty much the same sculpt. With that said, I want to get into this figure. As you can see, he's out the package, and man, I'm just blown away. You can see behind him, he has his packaging, standard DC Collectibles packaging, big windows, so you can see what he got. He comes with 2 batarangs, as the space is here. He's actually holding them in hand. He comes with a grappling hook with a string and a hand holding the grapple gun. That's cool. He can zip line. That's awesome. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that the string isn't long enough. It's very short. I can understand why they did that. Hazards. It is what it is. You can always change it yourself, guys. He also comes with 2 closed fists, which he initially has on when you get this figure. But I love this figure so much, and I really wanted to showcase that he can actually hold his batarangs with no problem. I set him up this way. Now, as far as the rest of the packaging goes, you can see the dark blue on the bottom. He is the first figure in the line, as he should be, because he is the most popular figure, one of the most popular characters in the DC universe. You can see in the back it says Icons with the Bat logo. Then he has everybody from the wave here. So you got Batman, Deadman, Green Arrow, and Mr. Impossible, or Dr. Impossible. And then you have big silhouette pictures of them here. And that's it for the packaging. Now we're going to look into this figure, man. This sexy figure. And there he is, man. Look at him. From head to toe. I love throughout the figure you see wrinkles as if he actually has a uniform on. I love the glossy blue. The cape is a nice soft plastic, and a plus, unlike the DCUC, is it's glued into the back, yes, but it's not in the middle of the back, so you have some leeway. I love the back of the cape right here. It looks kind of hooded. Very nice soft plastic. I love the glossy blue. Look at the wrinkles in the trunks area. I don't know if you can see that. He has nice wrinkles in the trunk area, indicating some form of cloth. He has it in the crotch. He has it in the ab area. You can see right here the wrinkles in his six-pack. Oh my God, it's beautiful. And then you can see on the shoulders, he has those 3 little wrinkles on his shoulders right here. And on this side, very nice, man. This figure's nice. The head sculpt, I'm not a fan of, but I can get used to it. Honestly, to me, it looks like the head sculpt from the DC Collectible line, the J. Lee Designer Series, that I believe is out now. It looks very similar to it, and I don't like in the profile. You see, when I have him in the profile, his eyes look a bit froggy, like they bulge out of the head sculpt. That's to me. That's to me. I might be wrong, but as I bring it in closer, I guess because the brow is big, they look kind of froggy and bulgy to me. But again, it's not a bother. It's something I can definitely get used to. I think I just noticed something. I didn't realize. Yeah, they painted the eyebrows on the mask. Okay. It's a really good color scheme. I'm a big fan. Those of you guys that know me should know that I'm a huge fan of the blue and gray Batman. So we got something there. Fun factor, this figure's off the chain. I'm a huge fan and love the fact that he can hold these batarangs and perfectly fine. We've seen Batman use these batarangs while fighting, holding them as knives, so to speak, cutting them. And they also fit between his fingers. So his fingers are not glued together. They do have slight spacing between each finger, so you can probably fit them in between the fingers. Let's give it a try while we're here. So as you see here, it does fit right between his fingers. The batarangs are a bit thick, so it's gonna look kind of funny if you see in the picture there in the camera. He does have some funny looking space in there, but it's cool, man. It's a great figure, man. It's something refreshing, you know, for now. It's something new and refreshing for now until I can see maybe a year or two down the line we start complaining, oh, it's the same mold, same figure, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I would love to see a black and gray variant of this figure down the line, maybe, with a new head sculpt. That would be great. But I'm very satisfied with what we got right now. And I want to get into the articulation and stuff. So articulation-wise, I'm going to remove his batarangs. Again, it comes very close to Marvel Legends. His head goes up a bit. I wish we could change that. Looks down some more. Does go side to side. He has ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Woohoo! No forearm swivel, which I thought he would have, but it's fine because I don't like the placement of the gauntlets, the way they look. He has a swivel, wrist swivel, and a hinge, so he's able to pivot his wrist forward and back. Very nice. One thing that really attracted me to this line was the double jointed ab crunch. See, so the top diaphragm functions along with the bottom part of the lower body and the ab crunch. So he's standing up straight right now, and he bends forward a great deal. His diaphragm joint also pivots side to side, and it swivels. So he has no waist swivel, which is okay, I guess. But it doesn't really look out of place if you know how to pose it right. See, like right here? Very nice. Very nice with that. He has bald ball upper thighs. You can see here, he has no upper thigh swivel, which would have been a nice add-on, but I can get over it. He has double jointed knees. He has a boot swivel, and his ankle pivots down, up, and he got a rocker. Now, again, the only thing this figure really is missing, in my honest opinion, is the upper thigh swivel. If he had an upper thigh swivel, I would say that this figure would be the perfect figure out right now on a budget. I mean, if you always wanted great articulation, you could always go the import route and do that. But a lot of us don't got import money, so we stick to the domestic stuff. So this is a perfect figure. And right now, I'm going to bring into the picture so you can get a size comparison of the DCUCs and the SH figure art stuff. I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the DCUC S3 Sculpt blue and gray Batman. And I'm going to be using the new DC Superpowers 80s Batman, 70s Batman, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he's 80s to me because I remember him being that color when I was a child. So here we have the S3 Sculpt Batman. And he towers, this Batman. Then we're going to bring out the DC Superheroes Batman, who we recently seen in the Bane review, my custom Marvel Legends style Bane. And you can see these guys tower. Again, you guys know I prefer the blue and gray mold, the blue and gray scheme of Batman. So you see why I'm using them. He will be my new Batman to go to. Well, when it was this one for a long time, the S3 Scope, I'm really a big fan. But this is the Batman I actually grew up with. So he always holds a special place in my heart. And then now I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to bring out the figure arts and the Mayfix Joker. And here he is next to XH Figure Arts Injustice Joker and Mayfix The Dark Knight Rises. Oh, The Dark Knight, actually. Heath Ledger Joker with a head swap. They still very tall. A little close in size, but they're not as big as the DCUCs, but they still taller than than Batman. So I'm gonna have to wait until Icon's Joker release. This is normally my go-to Joker. I love the way that I love what Bandai did with this figure. I'm so disappointed that Mattel couldn't do something at least similar. That Injustice Joker from the Batman line, the Batman Legacy line, sucked. If you want to take a closer look at the Mayfix Joker, this was a head cast I got in a trade, and I tried to make it fit on a DCUC figure, and it didn't work. So I held on to it for a while, and then I realized maybe I could get the peg to fit on the ball peg from the Mayfix Joker to fit on this head, and it does. You see, boom. So now this is a Joker I grew up with. So I'm happy with that. He looks pretty cool. I like the way he came out. But that's the review on this bad boy, man. I really feel like you should pick him up. Take a chance. You're going to like him. So what? He's 5 7/5 of an inch, something like that. 5.75. He's almost 6 inches. You could probably work a shot in or something like that, or